Welcome to the deep dive. We often chase success thinking it's all about money or, maybe even just getting lucky. But what if the real key, the thing we all have in exactly the same amount, is, well, just time? Today, we're getting into the famously direct thoughts of Jack Ma on this very subject, time management, but maybe not how you expect. We're drawing from a really interesting segment found on the Thrive Flive Global YouTube channel. It features some pretty life-changing advice from Ma. He really challenges how we think, offers a perspective that feels, I don't know, very raw and relevant. So our mission here is to really unpack Ma's view. How to use this thing we all have time for, real growth, lasting success. It might make you rethink your whole day.
Absolutely. And it's important to frame this right from the start. Ma isn't really offering like productivity hacks or quick tips. It's deeper than that. It's about a fundamental shift in how you think about your time, seeing it as your real capital, the main thing you invest to build your future.
Okay, so let's dive in. Ma just cuts right through the usual talk. He says success isn't money or luck or secrets, it's time. Simple as that. And his core point is powerful because it's universal. Rich, poor, smart, not so smart, everyone gets 24 hours. That's the baseline, right?
Exactly. And that's where the contrast he draws is so stark.
Yeah.
He points out how some use those 24 hours to get, richer, healthier, smarter, stronger,
Wait.
while others, he jokes they spend their 24 hours on TikTok learning how to make noodles with firecrackers.
Oh.
It sounds funny, but it really makes you pause and think, doesn't it? Where is my time going?
Mm-hmm. And it hits harder because it's personal for him. He talks about his own start having no money, no connections, no good grades. He even called himself Jack Fail Ma. But the one thing he realized he did have control over, his one real asset back then, it was his time. That was his investment capital. And he repeats this line, it feels almost like a mantra. If you don't learn how to spend time improving yourself, you will always work for someone who does.
Wow. That really puts the responsibility squarely on you, doesn't it?
It does.
And his comparison between time and money, that really drives it home.
Yeah.
Money, you can lose it, but you might earn it back.
Yeah.
But time, he says, once time is gone, boom, it's gone. You can't get it back. You cannot rewind. You can't press cut pause on life, my friend. This is not Microsoft Word.
Huh? Yeah, that's vivid. It really underlines the urgency. You can't undo wasted time.
Precisely. It's
Yeah.
finite, irreversible.
Okay, so he establishes the value of time, but then he goes somewhere pretty controversial. He takes aim at this whole idea of work-life balance, especially for younger people. His question is, well, it's blunt. What are you balancing? Are you balancing poverty and laziness?
Ouch. Right. It's deliberately provocative. His view, particularly for your 20s and 30s, isn't about balance. It's about urgency, pure focus. Because, as he puts it, no one is coming to rescue you. No magic fairy is dropping money from the sky. It comes down to you. Your only weapon is you, your mind, your skills, your habits.
It's quite a wake-up call to self-reliance.
Definitely. It puts the power and the burden firmly in your hands.
And he uses this striking billionaire example to illustrate the point about using time. He says, well, maybe you are partying. Think about what others might be doing, like Jeff Bezos reading quantum computing, Elon Musk studying rocket physics, Oprah interviewing psychologists, and then the punchline. They are preparing. That's why they're billionaires. And that's why you are looking for Wi-Fi in Starbucks. It's harsh, but it makes you think about investment versus consumption of time.
Yeah, it's a stark contrast. The underlying message isn't necessarily never have fun. It's more like, work hard now so you can rest later. Don't rest now and suffer later. It's about that long-term view, delaying some gratification for a bigger payoff down the road.
That makes sense. Then he shifts focus a bit to skills. He argues for skills over certificates. And he throws out these really direct questions for you, the listener. Like, if your boss fired you today, could you survive? If Instagram disappears today, can your business still exist? Or even if they remove your university degree, can you still bring value to the market?
Those cut deep. He's asking about your actual practical value.
Exactly. He says life, the real world, cares about what you can do. Can you sell? Can you write effectively? Can you think critically? Not just what's on paper.
And connecting that to the bigger picture, he stresses how accessible learning these things is now. He points out skills are free to learn. YouTube is free. Google is free. Libraries are free. Free courses everywhere.
Right, so the information is out there.
The resources are abundant. He implies the main thing stopping most people is just taking the initiative, actually doing it.
Which leads perfectly into his next point, something I think we can all relate to, distractions, specifically Netflix and TikTok. He challenges that common excuse. Every time you say, I don't have time, check your screen time. He's basically saying, be honest with yourself. Don't lie to yourself. You're not tired. You're just distracted.
It's a call for radical self-honesty, isn't it? Looking at where the hours actually go.
Totally.
But he doesn't just point out the problem. He offers a surprisingly simple solution. He says, spend 1 hour a day learning something new.
Just 1 hour.
Yeah, just 1 hour. And in 1 year, you will be smarter than 99% of your friends. It makes significant improvement feel, well, manageable. Not this huge, daunting task.
That's powerful, breaking it down like that. He also uses this great analogy, the downward escalator.
Yeah.
The world's moving so fast, right? AI, blockchain, robotics,
Yeah.
all this change. If you just stand still, you're actually going backwards.
Right, you're falling behind because the escalator's moving down.
Exactly. So the only way up is to actively climb every day, even if it's slow. Constant effort is needed just to keep pace, let alone get ahead.
And that ties into his broader philosophy here. Success is not about giant leaps. It's not about finding some magic bullet. It's about small steps taken every day.
Like what?
Well, he gives really concrete examples. Read 10 pages. Don't worry about finishing 50 books right away. Save just $10 a day. His main point seems to be, don't need to be perfect, just be consistent. Consistency trumps intensity over the long haul.
That feels more achievable. Less pressure. Then comes maybe the most counterintuitive piece of advice. Stop chasing excitement. Start embracing boredom.
Yeah, that one really makes you stop and think. In our culture, excitement is everything.
Right. But Ma says the real magic happens when no one is watching.
He claims his own success came from doing the boring things. Things like writing emails consistently, learning English vocabulary daily, reading dense business books, practicing presentations over and over.
The unglamorous stuff.
Exactly.
Yeah.
His conclusion is this paradox. If you do the boring, disciplined things consistently, your life becomes exciting. But if you only chase excitement, your life ends up, well, kind of boring and predictable.
That flips the script entirely. So what about people who say, but I'm just not a morning person? I know that excuse well.
Yeah. Ma's response is pretty typical Jack Ma. Success doesn't care if you're a morning person or a night owl, but discipline does.
So discipline trumps preference.
That's the idea. He talks about needing to wake up before your excuses do. It's like a mental game. If your excuses tend to surface at 8 a.m., he says get up at 7:30. If laziness kicks in around 9, start your focused work at 8.
So outsmart your own tendency to procrastinate.
Pretty much. It's about showing your mind who's the boss. Because success, in his view, isn't just handed to you. It's earned. With habits, with sweat, with pain. It's a daily battle won.
And he makes this great distinction between motivation and discipline. Motivation is like a shower, he says. You need it daily, but it doesn't last.
Okay, I like that analogy.
Yeah. But discipline, that's like muscle. You build it over time, it stays strong. He even admits he wasn't always motivated building Alibaba, but he was always disciplined.
That's a key insight. Motivation fluctuates, but discipline is the engine that keeps you going.
Right.
And then connecting this to the bigger picture, he really emphasizes your environment. Specifically, your social circle. He asks you to think hard about your friends. What do they talk about? Investments or just gossip, ideas or constant complaining?
Are they lifting you up?
Or pulling you down, yeah.
Yeah.
His conclusion is pretty stark. If your circle is not helping you grow, then your circle is your cage.
Wow. A cage? That's strong language. He even offers a sort of tactical trick for dealing with unproductive social pressure.
Oh, yeah? What's some?
He just says, just be busy. When people invite you to things that don't align with your goals, have a ready answer. He gives funny examples like, sorry, I'm busy learning Python, or no thanks, I'm attending a webinar.
Okay, so polite deflection focused on self-improvement.
Exactly. And he predicts they will laugh now, but in 5 years they will say, how did you become successful? You'll say, remember all those times I was busy? That's how.
That's brilliant. Turning the excuse into the explanation later on.
Yeah. So, okay, we've covered a lot. Time's value, urgency, skills, consistency, discipline, environment. What's the big takeaway? Often we wait, right, for the perfect time to start.
The mythical right moment.
Mama just shuts that down completely. There is no perfect time to start. There's only today. And today is expensive. I love that phrasing. Don't waste it.
Today is expensive. That really frames each day as a valuable, non-refundable asset. It links back to that core idea of time as capital.
It does.
And he offers this visualization technique, too. He says, imagine your future self in 5 years. Healthier, wealthier, wiser,
Yeah.
whatever your goals are. Then ask yourself, Would that future version of you be proud of what you're doing right now, like scrolling through cat videos, for instance?
Probably not. It's a good gut check connecting present actions to future aspirations.
Right, and he adds this encouraging line. Your future self is cheering for you. Don't let them down. It kind of personalizes the goal.
Yeah, like you owe it to that future you. But it's not all just relentless grind, is it? He does talk about joy.
Yes, thankfully. He makes a point of saying, don't take life too seriously. You should laugh a little, enjoy the process, make fun of your failures, even dance sometimes, even if you dance like a confused chicken.
Haha, I appreciate that.
Me too. He stresses you can be both funny and focused, both happy and hungry for growth. It doesn't have to be one or the other.
That's a crucial balance. And then he delivers this final, powerful warning. The most dangerous thing in life is not poverty. It's staying the same.
Stagnation is a real enemy.
Yeah. He says, even if you're broke today, you better be busy getting better. It's a constant call to improvement, regardless of current circumstances.
It's a message of hope, in a way. Your present situation doesn't define your future if you're actively working to change it.
So, wrapping this up, this deep dive into Jack Ma really hammers home a few key things. Time is everything. Consistent effort beats occasional bursts. Discipline matters more than motivation. Your environment shapes you. And basically, start now.
Absolutely. And he leaves you with those really pointed questions. What are you going to do with your time? Are you going to watch more drama or write your own story? Will you scroll endlessly or study intentionally? It essentially make excuses or make progress. He truly believes you are not born to be average, to just pay bills and die. He thinks you're meant to create, to build, to grow, to inspire. But crucially, you must choose it every day.
The choice is daily. And that leads to his final, almost poetic thought. Today is hard, tomorrow is harder, but the day after tomorrow is beautiful. Most people die on tomorrow, meaning they give up during the hard part. He urges, don't die on tomorrow, my friend. Live for the beautiful future. It's waiting for you.
Wow. That's quite a closing message. Hope mixed with a serious challenge.
It really is. So the question left for you listening now is, how will you use this? How will you start building that beautiful future Ma talks about? What will you do with today knowing it's expensive? The choice, as Ma insists, is always yours.